So here's our template that I cut out on the CNC machine. You saw that video a couple days ago on our update. This is a 12-inch by 28-inch piece, and it's the template that's going to hold in our U-bolts that come up from the concrete that we made out of 5/8 inch rebar. I mean all thread. So there's a couple mistakes I made when I drilled these, when I did the CAD file for these things. The way these are laid out in the grid that's wired in, they're wired in to go like this, but it turns out I didn't drill the holes this way because that has different hole spacing when they're like this. The way I drilled them was, now we have to actually go in and rewire the bolts that are in the mesh to go in this kind of cross pattern. And that also makes it so that this spacing here is not as big as it was supposed to be. So if we use washers, these 5/8 inch washers that are this large in diameter, we're going to have a problem. Well, we don't have a problem. I got lucky. We're going to get an 8-inch plate. That's the design that Nick came up with. It's an 8-inch plate, and he wants to use a 3-inch by 3-inch square rectangular tubing, or square tubing for this. So it turns out that this is still going to work fine, but we do have to rewire some of these all-thread U-bolts. The other problem I had was, I'm an electrical engineer, not a mechanical engineer, so I made these holes exactly 5/8 inch. And if there's any tolerance problems with this distance here, it's going to be very difficult to get this U-bolt through, because these threads will kind of catch on the walls of these holes. So we have to open up these holes a little bit, and then we have to go in and rewire all these things that we put in here. I have Nick over here today, and he assures me that everything's fine. We just have to go out and rewire these a little bit. We still got to be able to maintain our 4-inch depth in the concrete for the design, and so I got to go over and get a big drill bit and bore these out a little bit and do a little rewiring, and then we'll be ready for the pour tomorrow. We had to delay the pour by 1 day because it was too wet out in this test yard. The test yard's got a lot of clay out there, and Josh and I looked at it yesterday, and we know that the cement truck will actually get stuck back there because of the wetness. So it was a nice sunny day today. It kind of dried it out a little bit, and they're going to come tomorrow morning and pour. So we'll give you an update tomorrow with that. So the sun's going down here in the back of the SolOhm test yard. We did come out today. We looked at the mud situation. We're going to postpone another day, but we did finalize all the box placements. It's a good thing that we didn't pour last Friday or on Monday or today, because I didn't actually look at the drawings. I was going from memory, and I got 2 of these boxes in the wrong place. So we put a poured footers 4 feet in the wrong direction. That would not be good. So the guys helped me level those again. We got the laser level out and finished that. And then we finished it. I'll go ahead and show you the last box we put in. So here's our trench with the forms for the footers. The only thing remaining to do is to wire these U-bolts in a different pattern. Nick and I talked about that this afternoon quite a bit. We got all that straightened out. And we put this last box in place. This is for the dual axis tracker. We aligned it to the rest of the footers, so it'll be in this. It is on the south end of the single axis tracker. And when they come out and pour, we ordered 2 1/4 yards. We should really use 2 yards for these footers. If there's any left over, we don't want them to just dump it out. So we made a couple of paver frames here. We'll just have them pour it in there. And then I'll move these around with the tractor after we trench the yard. And these will be the work area spots. Well, that's it for today. You can see the sun's going down here in the SolOhm yard. It's another beautiful fall sunset. That's our update for this November. What is it today? Shoot, I don't know. It's too cold for this computer programmer outside. I'll see you tomorrow. What a mess. What a mess.